All right, my little math friends, congratulations. We made it to the end of chapter 5, and we also made it to the end of the chapters that we're going to do for this semester, which is awesome. So, before we head into Christmas break, what we're going to be doing is a project here. This is going to be a nice project to do. This one is called the Smart Shopper Unit Project. All right. Basically, what we're going to be doing is taking what we learned in chapter 5, the percents, and we're going to do a little shopping project. And at the end of it, we are going to turn our classroom into a store and figure out who among you is going to be the smartest shopper. All right, we're going to figure out who the smart shopper is for our class. Okay, that's going to be our project. It's going to be a good time. So let's get into this and we'll talk about what it is we are going to be doing. Okay, so the Smart Shopper Unit Project, we're going to be calculating money saved and percent discounts. Okay, the goal is to turn you guys into smart shoppers. All right, that's what we are up to. I want you guys to be smart shoppers. Then you can impress your friends, you can impress your family, you can show them your skills that you can do using percents. Okay, so here's our situation. Being a smart shopper, all right, you have $3 to spend. You are trying to decide which item to buy. Okay, so with your $3, you could either buy a gallon of milk or you could buy a loaf of bread. All right, here's their prices, and both of them are on sale. The milk is on sale for $2.94. The bread is on sale for $2.47. Okay, so you can only buy one of them with the $3. So you have to decide which one it is you're going to buy. All right, obviously, the one that has the cheaper price is the bread. Okay, the bread looks like it's a pretty good deal. It has the cheaper price. All right, but is it really the better deal? Okay, no, it's not. The item that's the better deal is actually going to be the milk. Okay, the gallon of milk is the better deal. And you might be saying, like, what, Mr. Peterson? Why would the more expensive item be the better deal than the sale price? Okay, and the reason why that is we have to look at the percent discount, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so why is this? To be a smart shopper, you can't just look at only the cheaper price. Okay, you need to look for the higher percent discount. Okay, and the reason why, the higher the percent discount means the better deal. All right, if something is discounted more, it's on a better sale. All right, so let's calculate the percent of the milk and the bread, the percent discount, so that we can compare these two and see what it is that we're talking about. Okay, so here's how we're going to calculate the percent an item is discounted. Okay, it's the same steps we've been doing in chapter 5. Okay, so I'm just going to put same steps. All right, this isn't anything new. We're just applying this to a project. All right, so here's what we have. We have our milk here, and step number 1 is to calculate the money saved. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the original price minus the sale price. All right, and when you do that, that's going to get you the money saved right down here. And that money saved is $2.41. Okay, so just looking at that, the price it was and the new price it is, that's a pretty good savings. Okay, that's over $2 in savings on that gallon of milk. Okay, so now let's take a look at step number 2, and we are going to divide the money saved by the original price. Okay, so we're going to take $2.41, and that's going to get divided by $5.35. Okay, and when we do that, that comes out to approximately 0.45. Okay, there's some other numbers there, but I kind of shortened it up and rounded it. So if we move this decimal 2 spots over, that's step number 3. Whoa, that's a bad A. There we go. Still bad, but better. Okay, so then that's going to come out to 45%. Okay, so that is our percent discount of the milk is 45% discounted. All right, that's how much the price used to be. The price is $2.94 now. That is our discount, so almost half off is the milk. Okay, we're going to do the same steps for the bread, and we're going to see what type of percent discount it is for the bread. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. Take the original price, subtract the sale price. All right, that's going to get us the money saved. When we do that, that gives us 0.82 cents. Okay, that's how much money was saved, 0.82 cents. Now let's figure out our percent discount. So we're on step number 2. I'm going to take 0.82 cents, and I'm going to divide that by the original price, $3.29. Okay, and that's going to give me, if I do some rounding, it's going to get 0.25. All right, it's actually 0.24 and some other numbers, but I'm rounding, and that's going to give me, move your decimal point, 25%. Okay, so the bread has a 25% discount. Okay, so if you're looking at the 2% discounts, the milk has a way higher percent discount than what the bread does. The bread is only discounted at 25%. So this one's actually a much better deal because it is discounted way more than what the bread is. All right? So the milk is discounted more than the bread. Okay, there we go. That is our first lesson for being a smart shopper. What I'm going to have you guys do is I have a worksheet that is going to give you some more of these problems like this to go to calculate, and then I'm going to have you guys look at an ad from Cars Safeway and try and calculate your own. Try and calculate some discounts, some percent discounts in that ad, and see what you guys can come up with. See if you guys can figure out which ones would be the better deals to buy. All right, like if you were going to go shopping there yourself. All right, that is our video. I'll let you guys work on the first part of this project, and I'll see you guys next time in class. Thanks for watching.